how you was told?
Yeah, because they used to teach it to you like it was so
You
important.
never heard that like this like.
Once you like go down, you just like grab the floor and then like you pull yourself.
You know that's how I save myself.
Welcome back to the Parent Share Podcast.
We're four friends.
Two couples.
With endless laughs.
So let's dive right in. So how was y'all week? We haven't seen y'all in a week or so. What's been going on?
Not much. Not out the ordinary, I should say. Work, gym, home. Oh my god, we really haven't gone anywhere. Yeah, that's about it.
No, we really ain't do nothing for real. It ain't been too crazy. We went back to the gym this week though, because last week we wasn't really going, and I'm in pain. So that's great.
Yeah, Frederick kind of me saw it too, but last week.
Hey, that sounds so wrong.
Working out. But last week, what would have been something that we would have talked about since we missed y'all is the fact that we was driving. Well, we could explain it.
Oh,
You was
yeah,
driving.
yeah,
I'm thinking
no,
of what
You
you're talking
was
about.
driving.
Yeah, you could say the story.
So basically, we was driving, entering from Huger Street, whatever, onto I-26. And when we was like entering, there was this truck that had apparently plastic bins on it. And they were like a bit ahead of us. Like we weren't like right next to them or nothing. And bins fall off of their truck.
Final destination.
Into the road. So it had spread out and like how we was coming, like we couldn't have just slam brakes, like it was already there and moving. So we literally had to ride over the bin, and it kind of messed up the front of the car.
Damn.
And I was like, wow.
Did it do any like mechanical damage?
No, but
No.
cosmetic.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was kind of
Are
sad.
they gonna
Shit.
fix it?
Well, no,
No,
because
excellent, but
he
that is
drove
still
off
like
into the next exit. We was trying to dodge.
that was a
yes.
bit weird for me when I saw that, because the lane that I was in, I'm in the fast lane. You was in the lane on the side of the fast lane.
And he got off like
You
Greystone Boulevard.
You could have just had to
Greystone,
just enter this damn highway. Why are you going onto the slow lane now to the exit? That don't make sense.
Like
You just went on this highway. That means you fucking knew what you did.
and he just went
I would have followed him.
well, that's what we said after
The shit was dragging
But
underneath
it was
my
already
car. I didn't want to
dragging.
fuck my
Oh.
shit
and then
up.
like we
Yeah.
pulled up the dash cam because I was just like really upset because I was just like, oh my gosh, we should have followed him.
Yeah, because like worst come to worst, like they could have mashed up the car. And
That's
then
what
they
I'm
So
could've
did
sued.
y'all see any license plate on
No,
it?
so that's why I was kind of upset because I was like, we could at
Because
least
he's so
follow
far ahead
him.
with it happening.
That's what I was saying. Like when it flew off the wind and everything, and like how fast he was going, it kind of just went all the way back.
And
he
was
got-
it empty?
Yeah, it was empty
Oh,
bins.
okay, thank God.
It was empty bins. Like if you go on the highway, if you look on the right hand side, you're gonna see. Just look, cause it's
You're gonna
there.
see one.
You're gonna see like one black bin and then one on the next side more.
How
up.
big was it? Like
Like you know.
I would say the size of the square
Yeah.
underneath you.
oh,
But I
geez,
was
so that
just-
wasn't easy going underneath.
No, and we
No.
couldn't
Oh.
slam
Like it
brakes
broke
because
up on the car.
it literally came so fast.
Thank
Like
God
I,
they was
I slowed
empty,
down,
though,
but the
'cause
shit
Yeah, that's what I
break
said.
up on the
If it
car.
had stuff in there, it would have been way worse.
It was so crazy. So that kind of irritated us for that week.
Yeah, that ain't cool.
We were so upset, and I just was so upset the next day. Like, so I was like, we wasn't thinking like to follow him to at least get close to the license plate.
I mean, I already told you, it wasn't no following him. That shit was dragging under my car.
You still could have drive behind him, because we still
Yeah.
drove home.
I see what he meant. Like you have to pull over to take it off.
We didn't pull over.
I
We kept
didn't pull
driving. That's what
over.
I'm saying. We
Oh,
could have
well,
followed
might
him.
as well follow. I mean,
That's
I
what
thought
I'm
you pulled
saying.
over to take it out.
No, we didn't even know another piece was still inside until we was more up on the highway, and it was this weird sound, and then all you see just
Like a scraping noise.
yucked out. I don't know what it was, and then it just flew out. I just was like,
Nah, but that's crazy.
because I was googling, because I was like, what could we have done? They was like, that's basically a hit and run.
Yeah.
It is.
And I was
That
like,
could have been secured.
what?
Like majorly.
Especially if he was like working for
Commercial
like
vehicle?
a company.
'Cause
Yeah,
how
like
you-
in a company
the
vehicle.
fact that it was empty bins, and that's what we didn't see too. It didn't look like a regular little, I don't know. And I was just like, it was like 5 bins just flew off.
Yeah, because I mean, with
Like,
stuff
why
like
are
that,
they
you're supposed to
not
have it
secured?
covered. Yeah, covered, and then that could have hurt somebody. Like, let's say
Could
dog
have been
got
way
lucky, it
worse.
could have hit the windshield.
That's
and
what I
you
kept
could've
telling Carter. I said, we was closer to him, that would have slapped the windshield, and like, you wouldn't have seen. But I think since we were so close, we was the only ones that couldn't like dodge the first one. Everyone else looked like they was manipulating the road.
Everybody else went into the other lanes.
Yeah, they hurried and went, but
damn.
like we were like right there, so we hit one and then we dodged the rest. But yeah, that made the
I don't
That's
like
kinda
that. Yeah.
But other than that, we're hell. You know, God is good. God is great. At least it was.
Thankfully, it wasn't worse.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the car looked like an accident happened, but thank God it wasn't really like.
I didn't notice anything. Granted, I wasn't looking.
It didn't have.
You didn't look at the car for real.
But if you look at it at the front, it looks like it's broken, and then like his alpha stuff kind of messed up from whatever.
Oh, by the plate area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, yeah, it is what it is. And then this week we just been chilling, working out, chilling.
That's good.
Working out.
Working out.
Why you put quotes around that? Is she not working out?
She's working out, like. How much time do you work out for this week?
That is hilarious. You record it? Oh.
I don't know. I worked out every single day that you worked out. In the afternoon. I don't work out in the morning. You work out in the morning. I don't.
That's funny.
But yeah.
So let's jump into today's topic. We're gonna talk about lies that we were told growing up. So what was a lie your parents told y'all
I have one.
that you actually believed?
I believe that driving with the freaking light in the car was illegal. Like, that bothers me to this day that that's not illegal. Like, I know did you know about that?
Yeah.
No, because that pisses me off because I really thought, like, if I drove with that light on for more than, like, 5 seconds, the police saw, like, we're getting a ticket. Like, that pisses me off that was a lie.
Why did you believe that?
I don't know. It sounded like sense. I can't.
She's the one who told me that, and I didn't.
I don't know. Back at home, they
Crazy.
say that.
No, I
I've
was
seen
told that
people-
before.
I've seen people post it online, and I was like, even as a kid, I'd be like, so why would they put this in the car? Like, that seemed like a dumb thing to fall
I
for.
don't know. I just figured that it was supposed to be.
No,
for
they
when
was
you're
like
parked.
when you driving.
When you
It's
driving, you
illegal
can't
when you drive
have it on.
So it was like when you park, it was fine. But yeah, that's what.
That's a lie I hate. That's literally a lie on top of my head that I was told. Because I used to be like, the coach, we gotta turn off the light. He was like, well, he didn't like the lights on either way. But I used to be like, no, that's illegal, right? He was like, what are you talking about?
But that's
No,
why
you still believing it at this age is hilarious.
That's why
That's
they
why.
is tell you not to do it. That's why they was trying to lie and say it's illegal because they didn't want you like keeping it on because they don't like it being on when they driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
But
they made that up.
said like that, hey, that's annoying. But telling me, I literally grew up thinking this is a crime. Like, if I do this, I'm going to get locked up.
I think parents used to lie just for the sake of like scaring you.
Of
It's
course.
Like, I think parents have this thing where it's just I don't have to explain myself to you. And instead
And
of
I
explaining,
hated that.
they just chose to lie. And I was
I
like, why?
swear I hate that with like anybody now. Like if you gonna do something and I ask for an explanation, you need to give me one. Cause ain't no I just take your word for it. No.
No, well, time and place, but
What's something you believe growing up?
I was
That you
trying to
found
think
out
from
was
the
a
time
lie.
y'all said this. I can't actively remember nothing. My
No.
brother lied to me one time, but that was like a lie I grew up believing.
That's
I
He
mean,
just said,
oh, he lied about something and you grew up. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't like be like, oh, like this is because like one time he was like, oh, I have like a set of like ping pong paddles, and I was like, where is it? He's like, it's behind the TV at home. And my sister was like, no, it's not. And I was like, no, he's just lying. I believe him because that's my brother. And then I just checked. I checked for like 3 days. After the first day, I was like, it's not there. He was like, dude, it's there. I checked for 3 days. But,
making you think you're
Yeah.
crazy.
but like, no, that wasn't like a lie. Like,
Did you feel like you were like stupid or something? Like
no, I like he could do no wrong in my eyes. I was like my older brother,
mhm.
but I didn't have like a lie. Like it was just like, oh, my mommy said this when I was 2, and I still believe it. I can't think of nothing.
Yeah,
Really?
I agree.
Yeah.
Nothing. Well, take away from your parents a lie that you might have heard from someone that you believe to this day.
To this
like,
day,
yeah.
I mean, I guess I would know if it's a lie if I still
Yeah.
believe it.
For
Yeah.
me, like one of the lies I was told like growing up was if you swallow gum it can tie up your stripes. It was either that or like if you
That is
swallow the
true.
gum it can stay in your stomach for like years and years.
Well,
And
I
was
think
just
that's true though, isn't that?
I don't know.
I think
I
it
don't
The
breaks
gum
down
thing
in your
isn't
belly.
true?
I don't
No,
think
So
I
so.
think it
that's
breaks
one
down.
for you too. So
No,
now,
but we can
so-
need to Google that.
based on Cheyenne's example,
We can
are
need
you
to go
thinking
to
of
that.
other
I
stuff
think it
now?
breaks down.
I
Like
think that's a
Cheyenne stuff
fact.
made me think of something else. Like I
Yeah.
grew up like thinking like, oh, you know how they used to be like, oh, you have worms. because you eat a lot of sweets. Like, I believe that. I felt like, oh, like,
Yeah.
worms. So then they used to
No.
get you worm medicine.
No, so that's the thing. I've taken worm medicine, and I think either because of something I ate or like the quality of the food, I may have actually had worms. Because like worm medicine was like way too
Oh
common
my goodness.
for it to not be
What?
like true.
It's a
But
lie
they
in
said
it.
it was like
These
candy and
niggas
sweets.
lie to me.
I kind of discovered that years ago that it breaks down. I don't know how
After
you
like
still.
5 days.
Yeah.
You know that's why I don't eat gum, right? Like I don't
Wait, how do
eat
you-
gum
how
and
could it just
swallow
Wait,
chew the
gum.
gum and
chewing
spit it
gum
out?
is-
But I
different.
I
I
didn't
used
fall
to-
asleep eating gum, wake up, I didn't
You
swallow the
could've-
Yeah.
gum.
I used to like swallow it because I like the taste. The taste is addicting.
But I mean, the taste, you only tasting it as it go down.
No, I'm tasting the gum. As the gum's still sweet, I swallow it.
You're a fucking psychopath, but
Wait, no, because I chew in the gum for the sweetness. By the
Like,
time it
what
gets
you
stale, I
this
spit
nigga
it out.
bit it
It
and
don't get
swallowed it,
stale.
but this
It don't
nigga's
get
sick.
stale. I don't
But
let it
What gum this
This
is?
is a
It's the
sick
everlasting gum?
No, he's
It don't
saying
matter, like-
before the taste run out, he
so
just
like
swallow
you
it.
chew it like
Because it
3
tastes so
times
good.
and then just eat it like it's candy.
But like, at
That's
this point,
crazy.
there's no need for you to. You swallow it so because the taste about to go. So you swallow it.
No, he just eat it because like he eating it like it's
Yeah.
candy. So he
So
chew
like
a
how
couple
you would
times.
chew a piece of chicken and you could taste the chicken in your mouth,
And
you
you swallow
swallowing
it?
it. Like
No,
that's
not
what
no
he
couple
did.
times. I'm
That's
gonna.
sick, but
I chew in the gum now. But
That's
then
sick,
like
but-
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
We know what you mean.
Because I remember like when I first learned like your stomach had acid. Acid to me is like, I was like, there's nothing you can put in your stomach
Yeah,
that won't dissolve.
but-
Like,
It wasn't even just the staying in there. Like for us, they'd be like, it'll type it, so you swallow the gum and it just tie around your intestines. I was just like, oh, okay.
oh wow.
That's some crazy stuff. Now that she said that, did that give you an idea of like other lies that you thought? Because that was
No,
one.
that's something I
No.
didn't know was a lie.
him.
Yeah.
And that
That's
is
what I'm
something a
saying,
parent
you
told me.
wouldn't
I
know.
feel like somebody said that at school and I just believed it from them.
It's like when they tell you, like
True,
if you
true.
eat seeds, they can grow in your stomach. It's like
Yeah,
like,
you gonna grow a
damn.
tree.
Oh, nobody tell me no
Freak,
dumb
shut
shit
up,
like that.
man.
That's kind
Oh,
of
but someone.
the gum thing is
That's like
his
saying
law.
the
That's for
gum
you
thing.
not to chew gum at this age because that is crazy.
The only
like
reason
you
I don't
chewing-
really chew gum now is because it is give me gas. Like it is make your
Yeah.
stomach empty because you just swallowing air.
Nah.
So if I eat
Is
something
that-
and I
is
want
that
to
a
eat
true
more,
That's why you
though?
swallow the
Yeah.
gum.
I think that is true.
it is because when I like eat something and I full and I want to eat more food, I just chew gum.
No, but you
So I
ever
could
chew
get
gum when
hungry
you was
again.
hungry, bye?
Whoa.
I did that once
It
as a
is
kid. I
make
nearly
you
died.
stop.
I died.
Chewing gum when you hungry is a dangerous
Because your
thing
body
to do.
working, but it ain't got no calories,
Your
bye.
belly biting everything.
Real.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so what about some school lies? What are some lies people told y'all in school that y'all believe for a good bit?
There are good ones I just can't remember.
Hold on.
I wrote down some examples to get y'all brains
Give
jumping.
us an example.
So one is that you won't always have a calculator in your pocket. Plot twist, we do. Because we have a
No.
phone.
You can use your phone in school.
Yeah.
No, that's what they said though. They was like,
Oh.
don't always pull out your calculator because you won't always have a calculator with you. You do now.
That's some
You
of the
have a
dumbest
phone.
stuff they taught us in school. Like, not like simple, like multiplication, division stuff.
Uh-huh.
But like, I'm not sure if y'all did this, but like lattice.
Huh?
There's like a thing you do in math where it's like, instead of multiplying
Name
with
him
just...
this?
No, lattice. Like,
What is
it's
lattice?
real stupid. I think Americans just don't like to learn stuff, you know, now I think of it.
What is
But like,
it?
it's like, I don't know it because I never learned it. So like, when I learned it, like, when I saw it the first time was when I moved to the VI in the 4th grade. And I was like,
Mhm.
what is this? But apparently it's based on how you set up the numbers and you draw in lines.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, based on how like the lines and stuff, you just add and it just gives you the answer. And I'm like, why not just learn your timetables? Like, this would be much
I-
simpler.
I don't think that's I don't think somebody's ever taught me that, but I've seen it before, like where it's just like you put all the numbers out and eventually it
Yeah,
makes sense.
because it looks like,
Yeah.
like lattice lines.
But
That's why they call
just
it
the
that.
same, I think certain multiplication tables, if you write the numbers going down and write them going up, it like makes
Yeah,
sense too.
something
like
that.
But
We used to do
it's
that in
not
school.
something that they taught you. It's
We
just
just
stuff
did
you
it.
discovered over
no,
time.
Be like that.
No, lattice, they actually taught you
No,
lattice.
nobody taught us that.
Because I saw that for the first
That's
time and I
weird.
was like, this is stupid.
That's like how I saw one video of kids like learning maths and stuff, and they'd just be going on the TV and they'd just be doing this for the longest, and then they'd say answers and
They
the
have a
numbers
lot
just
of-
be changing.
You're
It's
counting on your
weird.
finger, I think.
They have a
No,
lot of
but the numbers
techniques.
just be changing and they just be doing this, and it's weird. Like
know.
I don't
They
know.
have a lot of techniques nowadays to
Yeah.
teach these kids.
I grew up in a Catholic school.
I just
where
grew up
in
learning
third grade,
numbers, B.
There was like a week. You had a week to learn your timetables. The next week, you stand up. If you don't know it, cut ass.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
I
Yeah,
had to
so-
say my timetables every day to come in class. So
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do that.
Yeah,
was,
math class we did that too.
and at my thing of school, we had to
No.
do that. We had to say all the metric units, and it was something else we every morning before you come into the class.
Oh wow.
All those back to back, the metric units. The metric units was annoying because I get so much conversions, and we had to say them all.
It's intense.
Yeah.
nah, that's weird.
That-
I
that's
never.
really great.
That was at my private school though, so that's why.
Oh.
That's why.
Yeah.
I went to
Public
Catholic
they
school and we
didn't
never did that.
It's not private school too.
Yeah, we never did
Oh well.
that.
I don't know.
We had
But
a
I
song to
remember
learn pie
One
too.
girl was like snotty, and she was like, because I'm not sure if this is like a British thing, but it's like you'd be like 5 times 5. They wouldn't say they'd be like 5 5s, 5 6s, and she gets
We used to-
stuck,
These do
but-
that.
At first, we used to say 5 times 5. I mean,
Yeah,
we used to say like
five
the
is
blank
something
times
like-
blank,
yeah.
but then when we get like up on the thing, like 7 7s or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but and in like the American schools I've been in, they say like the 5 times, but in the British school it's like 5 5s, and she gets stuck by it. She was like 5 6s, 5 6s, whoop up, 5 6s, whoop up, and she, but she was not getting it. It got to a point she beat on this girl snotty. 5 6s, whoop up,
Oh my
and then she
God.
doesn't move on, but she come back because everybody's gonna say the whole table.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She came back. She said 1 2 3 6. Children say it. 5 6s. What? Babe? She went in on this child.
No.
babe.
Nah, they're both
That's
trauma.
insane.
I don't know. I really can't think of like a school lie. Like if I had more time to sit on it to like think on a school lie.
It's okay, I get a couple more examples.
No, that was real. Because in middle school, there was like, our school sinking, but that's true.
What? It was true.
Yeah. Because how St. Thomas is like in the area it was before, it didn't used to have land, so it was like backfilled into the sea. And it was like the school is sinking. But that wasn't a lie, that was true.
Dread.
Because it's condemned now.
I know that's true. Is
Damn,
Kinda
that's
sad.
crazy. So another one is if you don't go to college, you won't be successful.
Fair.
Well,
oh, that's a
1,000
valid lie.
I mean, I don't think I've ever been told that like that. I don't think I've ever been told. If I
Not
don't
told,
go to
but it's like,
college.
it was like strongly implied, I feel.
Yeah, a lot of times it was because then they was like, you know, if you don't pass these BJCs or BGCSEs, you can be pumping gas because you need the exams to
That's
pump
a lot
gas
of
now.
people. But I
That's
feel
a
like
lot of them. end up doing
along
it, though.
those lines, they also used to like say like all the bad kids or like the rude kids or whatever, like they wasn't gonna be nothing. So I feel like
Oh,
some
no,
of them,
I feel like that's fair.
it is fair. That's why I say it's like
Some
on
of
the
them,
same line.
some
But
of them
then
have become
do-
something.
Some of them do. Like,
It was always
but,
like, if you don't change your attitude, this would happen.
Yeah,
And I
who
was
you
like,
is,
that's fair.
who you is in high school and thing. I don't think it
Yeah.
determines where you
But
go in the future.
It depends on what you're doing. Like who you is in high school for real is like if you're doing certain things.
yeah,
I don't think that matters at all because I could be chucking niggas up in high school and I could come out of school and start a business and.
But that's not the case for most of those people.
No, yeah.
I'm just saying though.
They coming out and they dropping like flies. Like
Oh my god. Yes.
I
It's
would
weird,
change
like
my
when you
life.
like see like news stories. It's like, wow, I was in class with this.
Yeah,
nigga.
like,
it's
not
super weird.
surprised.
that's
But-
what I'm saying.
Yeah, child, they was telling us this, but then you know that was before they know OnlyFans was gonna be a thing.
Oh,
First of all,
hilarious.
TikTok. That's before like
That too.
you know people are dropping out of school to become content creators and
When
stuff.
I was
It's
in high
so
school, it was
silly.
like YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
YouTube was big, but I felt like a lot of people wasn't taking it serious. Like we just was watching the people doing this.
Mhm.
Like
Like we didn't even think that was a possibility.
yeah,
for
no,
real.
we just like wow, like they doing their thing. So I agree with that. That it is a lie depending on like the person and stuff like that.
And then the last one I wrote down was that cursive is essential, like cursive writing. Like you
That was
need
a
it.
lie you was told.
Yeah, because they used to teach it to you like
Child
it was so
Carter,
important.
You never heard that lie a day in his life.
You can write cursive?
I've
Okay.
never seen him wrote.
I'm so broken. I can only write the cursive.
If
You
if he
mean
tried
you've
writing
never
print,
seen
it
me
looked
write
like the weirdest
I've
thing.
never seen you written in cursive. You always write in print.
I don't write in cursive.
No.
You probably wouldn't understand my cursive.
I barely understand the print.
I feel as though my handwriting is a mixture of print and cursive. I just prefer
That's
the
not a
look.
thing.
I
That is
prefer
not
the
a
look of
thing.
certain
No,
letters.
it might just be for
It
him.
is a
Cause
thing.
like
That is
Because
not
I like how the normal D looks. I don't like the one that
the cursive D is the same.
no the cursive D is,
it's
and then you do
No,
the little thing at
my
the top.
cursive
He
D
talking
is-
about the capital one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Down.
talking about. Huh.
Yeah. There's you D, and then you go into the next one. The cursive D isn't a special thing.
Bro, type in the cursive D, please.
I can just think of
I
it.
can write it.
it
If
has
you have
the
a pen
thing.
and paper.
No, I don't.
No.
I can just think of it.
It's not a special thing.
It's you do the little circle.
Up top?
Maybe
Yeah,
it depends
do.
on who
Yes,
teaches
yeah.
it to you.
Let me see it.
My D don't look like that, but
That's
I
the
don't have,
That's the
D.
cursive
I don't have
D.
the thing
Yeah.
up top.
So
Then
you don't write
Then
the
you don't
cursive,
write it
then-
right.
That's what I just was
He
saying.
make it on, but I ain't like after learning cursive, I kind of make
Yeah,
my
I
own,
used
because,
to
like,
do my own
T,
stuff.
I do it however, but I feel as though Corday definitely if you
Yeah,
if
because
you
the
was writing
cursive, I don't like how the cursive T is neither, because it's like,
yeah, I hate
That's
how
a
that
reach.
looks.
That is a reach.
No,
It's just a
you,
T with a split bottom. That is a reach.
depending on how you
wait,
do
the
it,
cursive T.
it have to. Oh, you mean the capital T?
Yeah, I
the
don't know
capital
the
T is
It's
dumb.
The capital
ugly.
letters for most of them.
I
I'm
don't-
not
I
talking
don't
about
write my
The
own
capital
like
T
The
is
lowercase
hella
is normally
stupid.
the capital T is that's why I don't. I hate the capital T. But like
I used to write in cursive all
I
the
guess my
time,
T
and
is
then
just
like
a
I saw
backwards J.
people who just had like beautiful
Mm.
handwriting, and I was like, damn, I kind of like how they own look.
Mm.
So I used to be like copying what I like, what people that are.
Yeah.
That's why my handwriting is like so
I
Oh,
had
all over the
mhm.
place.
I had several different phases. I used to write in cursive. I did just like regular print. I used to write in all caps. Like I just used to be doing all
I
kind of
think
stuff.
I feel like I just is right in I like how I write in print, but now I like how I write in cursive, but I just be writing in print now for some reason. I don't know why. I
I've
don't
never
like my
seen
print.
you write in cursive. You talking about
What
me?
you mean? Them letters I used to be writing you was in cursive.
Girl, what letters you used to be writing me?
She reckons
Hold
like
on,
she was
let
a
me see
war
if I
veteran,
can
but
brainstorm, 'cause
I don't
said-
know why she said
Them
that.
letters I be writing you.
She made it seem like he was off to war, but
No, there was in cursive. You know this.
Your cursive, I don't know, but not cursive either. You know how crazy it is? I remember when we used to call it longhand, but not cursive.
Long hand writing.
Longhand.
I was supposed to learn
It's not
shorthand, babe. My
Shorthand
mommy
is
knows
just
shorthand.
print.
It's not.
It's not.
Shorthand is like what doctors use.
What?
Yeah.
I thought doctors.
No.
I don't know
What did you
about
think?
that.
What
I
did you
just
think?
thought doctors
With
just had
scribble,
bad
yeah.
handwriting,
No, it's
like-
not scribbles. It's called
Shorthand would be
shorthand.
what I was doing. I doing lazy.
You don't
Cause
even know what shorthand
No.
is. Like,
I just
No.
always assumed shorthand was just print.
No, shorthand is something that has to be learned.
But I started writing cursive, I think, 4th or 5th grade-ish, and then I've just kept it up. So, like, my print handwriting is like that of, like, a 4th or 5th grader. So, I don't like filling applications unless they're electronic. And people see my signature be like, oh, this is a cool signature. That's just my normal handwriting.
He don't even have a signature for real. He
Yeah, I
just
just
writing
write my name.
I used to do that too. I just used to put my initial like C Powell, but now it's like I just try like draw on it because I'm like it have to look different.
I had a
Okay.
geography teacher, like,
oh, my thing is just D.
So,
Johnson.
okay, so my thing is like,
My mommy just write her full name
same.
in print.
I don't know
Caps.
that.
that's
That's
what
wild.
That's us
But like,
signature, yeah.
my thing is like, I going back to like the other question, right? Because now that make me think. This isn't about
Mhm.
school, but like, I always thought like, this might not be a lie though, but I just thought like if you did not get your signature the exact same way every time, like something was gonna happen to you.
No,
Mhm.
it's the opposite.
Yeah. Your signature is never the same every time you
So
write
if
it.
it's the exact
That's what I
same,
was saying.
then they know.
That's why I always used to be like,
Yeah.
what do you? So that was a lie. I always thought like if you do not get it the same, like the police, someone coming for you.
No, it's like general area. Because, like, my father's signature is, like, a J and a loose G. Because I could, probably shouldn't say this, but it's fairly copyable where it's, like, and you just, like, scribble off. It's not, like,
Boy,
Mm-hmm.
field trips in
Boy.
middle school, babe.
that's what I used
I've
to
been
be
places
doing.
my parents didn't even know, but...
Now stop now.
Trying I just
Yeah.
used to be lazy. I just be like, oh, I forget to tell my mommy. Oh,
Sometimes permission slip they come to collect this.
But my mommy signed her signature in the back of my book, so that was like,
Oh, you used to
I think
copy
she
over
wanted
it?
me to do that. Yeah,
Oh.
I know.
I didn't have to do
Her
that.
signature is
I
in the
also
back of my
couldn't
book.
copy my mommy's signature because, like, she's one of the reasons I started writing in all caps at one point. Like, the first letter used to be the bigger one, and then all the ones used to be small, but they was all caps. But she just writes in all caps. Like, I can't do that.
That
I
looks
got
And
it.
it's
Jersey,
like,
Jersey,
it's
babe.
all caps and cursive at the same time. It don't make sense.
Oh,
It's weird. It's super
That's
weird.
kinda wild.
So I just, like,
even the,
I just
even
didn't
the
have time.
uppercase E's weird. Oh,
It looks
Everything
like a
that's
like a
nasty.
backwards three. It's like almost like a thing. I like the uppercase E, and then you go middle and come up. It's very nice.
it's
With that little loop in the
interesting.
middle.
No,
Like
no,
y'all
I'm an
must be
adult.
starting remembering
No.
like crazy stuff. Like
No, I'm an
I love
adult.
the
I go
But-
boom and then come right back out. No.
I get sound, and that's why I just my D is just a line. Then I do
Yeah.
a wide
Simple.
thing over it.
The only one that don't make sense is Z because they're both the same, but it's like you come down,
Z is
up,
down.
Oh,
and
is
then
that?
over.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
That's the only one I
Yeah,
don't.
Yeah, that's
Z
why I
is
don't write in cursive.
stupid.
I don't like cursive. I don't
Trauma,
like it.
trauma. Cheyenne. I mean,
Really?
well, do
And
y'all-
that doesn't help you. You can't write in cursive on the computer. You got to transfer it into cursive or something.
First of all, most
Not
people can't even
necessarily. You could
understand
just
your
change
cursive,
the,
so you gotta
um,
write in print.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I have a geography teacher in 7th grade. After a while, she stopped grading my work. And then she was like, hey, if you don't write in print, I'll give you a 0.
No.
Every assignment I did took like 3 times as long. And she's like, oh, you're writing. I hated
Why you
that
didn't
lady,
type
but-
it out?
No,
Oh, you
it's
couldn't do
a
that
written
at the time.
assignment.
Oh.
We were in class. You have
Okay.
to write it out.
No, she threatened him.
If
You was
don't
gonna
write in
have to
print,
make
she
me
could-
type
She would
this
grade
way.
it, and she would.
This
She
is
couldn't
why.
understand the cursively.
It's not even like, 'cause it's like I've understood. Like I had teachers who be like, "Oh, like this takes a while to understand," but like most people, it's readable. It's not like I have like illegible
Yeah,
handwriting.
yeah,
He
yeah.
She was
doesn't-
just fucking lazy.
He also writes kind of small, so like that adds to it. But that's why I put his like
A
letter I
Jamaican
got
lady.
him for Valentine's. I put that in cursive, but I just like did the font on Word. It was hard for me to read as I was writing it. It was
It's fairly legible.
But yeah, so let's talk about relationship lies. Any like lies y'all heard or was told about like certain relationships growing up, or possible relationships? Because like one of the example I heard was, if they're mean to you, they like you. No, that just means like they don't like you, bro.
That's true.
I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know.
No.
I feel like I've been mean to a lot of girls I
These
like.
people hate your guts.
I think that one taken out of context because that's more for like little boys and little girls.
Yeah.
So like if you're dating pieces of shit as an adult, you kind of
Oh,
like
as a grown man and
So
woman,
it's like-
yeah,
Imagine a
that's
grown man
weird.
welcome you being mean to you because he like you. Like,
But no, some
I
women
would
like
call it
that.
No,
So
but
it's
they
like
used to
it's
that in
like
college, though.
Yeah.
yes.
they did.
Big
They-
man just do that. You ever see like a movie where it's like they're arrogant? And it's like, that's such a turn on. I feel like that's where that stemmed
Scary.
from.
I'm gonna call
That's
it
just
But
like,
being
no.
arrogant and being a dick is two different things, bro.
Some people can't take
No, sometimes it like it gets.
I feel like if someone have to call you arrogant, you're an asshole. But people just go, oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's so
I've
confident.
rarely heard people said, yeah, like I agree.
Yeah.
Someone says, he's so arrogant.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always an insult.
It-
that is-
There's
good.
confidence and there's
Like,
arrogance.
I don't ever want to meet that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Nah, but I guess that is, I don't know, but the primary school type stuff, I believe that was true. Because there were dudes
I
that
don't know.
were kind of mean to me, and then like 2 days later, it was their friends come to tell me like, yeah, he like you.
But it wasn't mean. It was just like that's like the only way I could get your attention is
Like
like
bordering
Nah,
them
yeah,
and
like
See,
either
taking
annoying
a
you or
pen
something.
or
Yeah.
something.
So it's not like mean as in like doing stuff like that.
No,
No, I'm referring to doing stuff like both of those boys. Like I fought them. They're the only people I fought. Like that's what I was saying. Like it was
Oh, no.
way.
Why are you looking
Oh,
crazy?
no.
I used to fight niggas too.
I've never hit a girl.
I've only fought niggas. Like that's how I knew they
Maybe
liked
like
me.
elementary.
And
like
like
Yeah.
after we fight, then it comes out like, oh, they didn't want it to be like that. Like they just like me. And
No,
I just
fight
know-
is crazy because like if you okay, time out. How old is like fight?
What do you mean?
We were like, fight.
Because it's like
She's in primary
I
school.
was-
no.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So if it's like kindergarten, maybe for a second grade,
No.
cool.
No,
I
I
was
was in
like-
grade
I was
4, 5,
5,
6.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
fighting girls at that age is diabolical.
It is what it. That's why I don't feel like it's true, because it's like, no, y'all niggas is fighting me.
Yeah, like,
like
if
we
you fight,
you was
we
a child.
squared.
Not
no,
to say,
No.
not
No.
to say like they come and
it
fight
was
me first,
it
like
was
they did
terrible.
stuff, and it ended up being a fight. I might have.
And you won the fights, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, they weren't real
But I
fights.
picked up weapons, so it's like, hey,
Weapons
relax.
is crazy.
Yeah.
No, we had this. Heavy,
You have to protect
We
yourself.
had these
What you gonna do?
heavy metal newspaper stands, and I just would never forget. And what's so crazy, the guy's dead now. Rest in peace.
Oh my
That's so sad. Like we had this heavy metal thing, and like he'd just walk up to me. We was at lunch, and he was sitting down with his friends or whatever. And like I was a nerd, so I would always sit in for lunch. Like I never used to go anywhere. And like they kept looking at me, and I guess he got up and he threw something on the ground. He told me to pick it up. So I was like,
He didn't like you. That was a bully.
no, he never did that before. He used to sit next to me all the time and talk to me, like every time. But I think they like got in his head, and he said something about watch, and like they was.
Have you ever
gassing
seen like
up.
Impractical Jokers? Be like, okay, cool. Don't
No,
tell
he
me.
threw it on the ground, and he was like, he was like, pick it up. So I was like, huh? And then he looked back at the people at the table, and he smiled at me, and he was just like, "You know what they say? Pick it up."
Oh, they was
So
calling you
I was
hard,
kind of
boy.
confused because he was smiling at them, and he had a little smirk with me, and I just like, I don't know.
No, babe.
All I
What
see
these young
is-
niggas know about submission, babe?
All I see is I pick it up and I throw it at him. And he was like, "Who you throwing it to?" And I was like, I don't know. All I know is he pushed me, and I pick up the thing. That's all I
You know what's
remember.
crazy? Because I imagine her picking up, and he'd be like, "Good girl."
It was so
Dying, babe.
unprovoked too, because like I don't know where that come from. Like he never spoke to me like that before. I knew he didn't like me. I knew he didn't like me before them, so that's why it kind of threw me off. And then the other one, I don't know. We just had a slap out, and the wrongest
Oh,
thing.
what?
We was
That
no.
slap out is crazy.
I was at private school. He didn't like me, and I can't remember what had happened.
I slap on
I
you.
can't remember what had happened. I think he pushed me. I slapped him. He slapped me back, and
Like,
I
in your
slapped him back.
face?
Yeah.
No, babe.
And then he called the principal, and I don't know why the principal thought my mommy would have feel some type of way. Like she ran to my mommy car after school to tell her like, "Oh yeah, like she slapped a boy." My mommy was like, "Okay, like
And
what she?" Because she know I wouldn't just slap a guy for no reason.
real.
I was scared though. I really thought that was gonna be a problem. When I
God.
see my mommy face, mommy said, "Is that all you have to say?"
For mine, what's crazy it always happened when like no adults was around. So anytime it happened, it wasn't like nobody's gonna tell my mommy or nothing. And this how I know these niggas didn't like me, babe. Like y'all just hated my guts because
What you do?
people that actually liked me, I talked to. Like we was having a jolly old time. We was young, but we was having a jolly old time. There was this one guy, he tormented me for all my days of primary school. I fought him every chance I had.
What the
I
frick?
promise
This
you.
nigga was in love with you.
Is
I'd
what
be
I
in
say.
no.
That's pure love,
I'd
like,
be
yeah.
in class
Like that
and
nigga
he
just at home
pushing
plotting,
me.
but
No.
He just kicking but in the shower.
Real.
How I gonna board
Oh, I
a
can
fire
mess
today?
with her for real.
Cause what?
No,
All
but
the days of primary school.
I also
is
never
crazy.
did this as a kid. I don't
No,
understand.
I would be in
Y'all have
class
sense.
and he'd push me out my chair and like I'd push him, and this was a big nigga at the time.
I had a
Like,
feeling
I
it was gonna be a
wasn't-
big boy.
I was-
He's
Oh, yeah,
scared.
he
He's
didn't like
scared
you.
to confess
He's
his feelings.
insecure.
Yeah, so he only could bully her. That's how.
No,
he,
but my thing
That's
is
what-
he
So if
didn't
you
like
were fat, you
another
couldn't
girl
be
the
in love as
whole
a kid?
time.
No, but
Okay,
He didn't
He
like
probably
another.
did
No, he did not like me because he liked another girl the whole time, and
Oh,
he used
he
to
hated
buy her
that girl.
gifts.
oh, so he was just a bully then.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, he used to buy
So
her
that's why
gifts
you,
and
that's why you
stuff.
believe it's a
and you're in
lie.
that
Yeah.
parent teacher conference.
He's
That
like,
boy is
no.
getting suspended. He's getting
Really?
expelled. Boy, what?
Especially at our
He
age.
bullying
Bullying
my
was like
child.
a thing then.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
You bullying my child, boy.
Yeah.
No, boy. People, parents, is they come to school freaking out. You bullying my child?
But that was
Okay,
around the
then.
time when my mommy wasn't really around like that, so they would have never seen her. Because she used to work, and she used to go to work, like, super early. And I wouldn't see her until, like, 5 something after
Moms
I've
was
been
gonna
getting
make
home.
time for that.
Real.
If you
Yeah,
didn't say
getting
something.
bullied? I come in tomorrow.
I don't know. I mean, I got bullied from I first went to, like, the Bahamas. From grade 3, I was
Really?
getting bullied. Yeah.
Wow.
So it wasn't nothing new at this point. At that point, I had just learned, like, yeah, fight
Fight
back.
back.
Oh, well.
You
Fight
gotta
back.
build up that courage.
That's crazy.
I
but-
remember getting bullied in like 7th grade, and it was like these niggas who had belonged in like 10th grade, but hey, like these niggas was old as dirt, but because I remember like they used to like talk, but it's like niggas talk, so you ignore them. But like one day we was in class and like this nigga pushed me, and I was like, whoa.
Where they find audacity?
I was like,
I
whoa.
don't know. They just find
So,
the
like,
balls.
I get up and then he get up, so I pushed him and like he fell and like his chair fell down, and the teacher was like, hey, stop all that. And I was like, where you get this
Yeah,
confidence
it was
from?
weird.
And then I was leaving, and like he left before me, but like I think I had like soccer practice afterwards. And then like I was leaving, and someone tell me just like look back, and like I just walk in casual, and I look back, and like in the corner of my eye, I see these niggas like talking to each other, like they didn't even see I left. They have a big rock, and I was like, what? But I went home.
That's what they like do.
I went home and tell my parents. But I was like,
But that him talking about the rock remind me of me being on the playground in like primary school. I got burst with a rock in my head one time. It was like a hole left, and I had like a dent.
Why they treating you like you was a nigga out in
this is
these
what I
streets?
say.
Nah,
That's what I don't understand.
I got brace in my eye.
I think that one was an accident.
Okay,
Because I was
fair
at the
enough.
top of the slide and I was going down the like swirly thing, and then all I feel was like, I was like,
Oh.
It had a lot of blood gushing out.
no, not really.
Oh.
It was
I
just
got
a
brace in my
pointy
ear.
rock.
Did you
Good.
get
A
bursted?
mango.
Yeah.
That was
Huh?
on purpose, babe.
No, it wasn't on purpose.
Yeah,
I
you
had,
said
lit-
the
I had
mark.
literally just came to school,
Mm.
and I walk. I was walking to the tree, and the mango just was
Oh,
coming
it
to me.
fall on you.
Oh.
No, somebody threw it in the fucking air. They're trying to throw it in the garbage from far. Like,
Wait, a mango they done eat?
no, we had like
Oh,
a big mango
mango
tree
tree in
in
the yard.
this
They
yard.
throw
so
a
they used to-
green mango at you, bro?
Like, I don't know what, but
No. That's a rock.
I got brace rate show.
And it bleed.
It wasn't that bad.
He's-
Mother
wait,
freak.
The
where?
baseball bat
Is
was,
that the one
was
that leaves
worse.
a mark on your eye?
You get hit with a baseball bat too?
Yeah, he have a mark in his eyebrow.
Oh, you got hit in
that's
your
the
head?
mango. That's the mango, but the
Oh.
baseball bat was like in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it there?
How they hit you with a
Shut up.
baseball bat in your head?
Why you
He was
say
behind
two?
it.
Because
Huh?
I get
He
hit
was
with a bat
behind it.
too.
What
How
the
you get hit with a
freak?
baseball? You played softball.
I did.
Oh, so that's
Yes, I was
You was
behind.
behind it?
Yeah.
Mm.
So when he
You partially deserve that.
when he swing,
It clap you.
yeah.
So, but mine wasn't really deserved because in baseball and softball you could bunt a ball, like they throw it and then you
she
just
toss
run.
it?
I was standing behind this girl as she practiced her bunt, and she went. I said,
That's basically what happened.
She hit me in my stomach.
Oh, you get
you
it
made it
good.
seem like you get in your head.
no, she hit me in my stomach.
Real.
Or
She
they
got
get-
lucky.
Wait.
Or they get
swing.
the bottle scars, he get the
No,
baseball,
I watched
the
a while.
mango, yo.
Like how he swing? This nigga swing like he's a pro or something. This nigga swing and let go of the bat midair. I get whapped twice in the middle of my head with that baseball bat. I had to go to the hospital, but
Damn.
I got hit with a
I didn't
softball
need
too.
stitches though.
But my softball was during PE, which is crazy. I didn't even get hit playing the sport. I get hit in PE.
In PE,
And
which
nigga
is
said,
light
yeah, but jump on the mound. I said, I'm not doing this.
What's that?
What,
The
you
pitcher's
pitch
mound.
from?
But I got hit in my shin and my vein popped out.
You
To
make it
this
seem like
day,
you're getting in your head, but
Your
like
vein
you
popped
getting
out?
bodily
Yeah,
injuries.
to this day, I could still see it sometimes. Like it just humped.
Any other lies, y'all? Any other lies? No.
No, but I can
We
think
We
of-
on
Lies,
relationship lies because
Yeah.
Oh.
we went to talking about like boys.
Yes. If
What?
you eat and you, I didn't believe this. I just used to do my whatever I wanted. But like, you couldn't go swim like before 30 minutes had passed after you eat, because at the
Oh, you get a
30th
cramp?
minute, yeah, that's when you stop cramping. That shit was so stupid.
Wait, so what? You won't ground?
You might still,
So
regardless
that's
of how
not
much
true?
time. I don't think it is. No.
Because I definitely believed you couldn't go.
I
to one
just
after
be
you
waiting.
eat.
No.
Like I was
I'd
waiting.
I'd be like, sometimes depending on where it is, I'd be like in the water eating. Like I'd have like a plate or like a drink, eating in the water. Like
That
I'm like,
is
this
a
is such a
lie.
lie. The only time I've cramped in the water has been when I haven't drank any water or like eaten any food. Like I dehydrated, so my muscles start to cramp from like swimming.
Wow.
I don't know. I used
Well,
to believe it.
I wouldn't
I
be
still
able to
do.
prove it wrong because like I used to sit in the sun and wait for that
No,
food to
but-
digest.
Every
That's who
time.
does.
I mean, you never used to swim though.
That is true.
Oh.
Yeah, you wouldn't do the movements
Down.
to cause muscle cramps.
Listen,
Yeah.
y'all can tell me I wasn't swimming at the
You was
freaking
ashore, baby.
shore. Like, you know when you used to be, it's crazy? I literally used to be in there with my little paws moving and walking. Like, you couldn't tell me I wasn't doing my thing.
That is hilarious.
That's the most you could have do, babe. Like, I was
That's
scared.
the most you could do.
I don't know why. You in salt water
I used to
again?
be scared too though.
Well, never
Swimming.
mind, that's not
Yeah,
being drunk.
thank you.
When I couldn't swim, yeah.
But how long ago was that?
I was like, I don't know, I was pretty young. I remember my old mom wanted me to swim so bad. I remember you to throw me out.
I feel like that's how a bunch
with
of
the-
people learn to swim. They
That's
just
how a lot
toss
of
you
y'all
out.
males.
No, I had a
No.
life jacket on because
That's how a lot of
I was
kids
super
learn,
yeah.
scared of the water.
I was in St. Mon one time, and my uncle was like, go in the water, and I was like, no, look deeper.
I
He just
started
tossed me in.
crying
It's a
in that
pool.
water,
I
babe.
fell and I started screaming. I was like, ah! And it's embarrassing because my younger cousin was a baby and he just in there with his floaties.
Oh, you see how he looks
Yeah,
swimming
he was like,
left.
look at Dylan. Dylan's a child.
And I also almost drowned before.
I almost drowned a lot of times.
I almost drowned a lot of that.
I still
No,
almost
like
drowned.
I was like drowning.
No, like I was
You
like
save yourself?
no.
I saved myself. I was
Okay,
I was
good
actually-
for
Oh,
you.
like he was like actually going to die.
Yeah, like
Oh, ooh, no.
I got yucked by the water, and then like it was like when you walk in and you like almost there, like you in. I got yucked by the water.
Oh, and they pull you back up.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was gonna
Current.
die,
Not necessarily reptile. The water could just
and
be
I was
rough.
drowning. I was jumping up. I was jumping up. I keep screaming. I keep screaming. Well, Moto, I
weren't-
was gonna die.
You weren't
Mom.
embarrassed. You weren't embarrassed like once you save yourself, but like people looking at you.
Like, what the- But you gotta take that seriously.
I mean, I was a kid. I didn't know how to swim. I by Paradise Island, by Atlantis, by
But-
all the white people. I thought I was
Oh
gonna
my
die,
gosh, I almost
bro.
drowned at PI too.
But I was telling
Yeah.
Well, what's the
somebody.
beach called?
No, I didn't almost drown at the beach. I almost drowned in the pool.
Pool is different because like there's no salt, so it's like you will sink. But I was telling somebody,
Yeah.
I remember like as a kid, I was telling my friend, I was like, I don't know how people just drown. You know, like once you like go down, you just like grab the floor and then like you pull yourself.
You-
in.
You know that's how I
retarded.
saved myself, right?
No.
I just let myself touch the bottom of the thing and I
Yeah,
go
walk forward.
reach for the ground every time.
So oddly enough, the next time I went to the beach was with my aunts, and they was like, they're taller than me, I'm a child. So like the water's coming up to like hair. For me, that's hair. So I go out and like the current pulled me. So I was like, okay, don't got panic. I just do what I was telling myself.
Wait, you on crawl low?
He had to go under
He
the
couldn't
water.
get down the salt water.
No, I went down, but like
You just
I
was
was
so
like
down.
I was like, and I did this way to water stick. I started jumping, but I tried to grab up on my arm. I was like, help! She just grabbed me and flung me.
Children is too
So for
My-
him crawling underneath is like that's
No, because he
that's
thought he had
scary.
the
No,
recipe
because
to
I
survival.
was like, it makes sense because I was like, if you just like grab and like pull yourself, like you can go to where like you can get to like your neck. Right? I had thinking
It's
I'm
really
moving.
hard to do
But when
in
you
salt
go
water though.
underwater, like it is be harder for you to like
No, if you breathe
stay
out
under,
your,
like
your
your nose
body.
might burn or something because you going down that low.
No, if you breathe out, your body just lose the air, so it's easier to sink and you
Right.
pull. But I had pulling and I wasn't moving, but I got always said, oh.
After
Yeah,
I
it's
screaming
hard.
for somebody to help me and nobody's helping me, but I just
Wait, I
say,
had
"Boy."
people in the area? Nobody did.
Everybody is always on that beach. That beach is like a tourist spot. Like there were a bunch of people out there, and like nobody came to help me. I was gonna die, bro. They probably couldn't hear me though. I was young.
Probably
They
not.
probably
My
wasn't
PI
allowed.
experience was like the pool because like they had this kind of slide thing where it was like you go all the way to the top and you slide and you end
Into
up in
the
a
pool?
small pool and then you
Mhm.
slide and there's another small pool. So I was like, oh, this is fun. Like I can do this. So we got to the bottom and it was like one more slide and it goes into the big pool and I was like, that look kind of deep. I don't think I can do that. But I turned around and there was nowhere to get out. Like you had to
Oh,
go
so
down
you
the
had to get
slide and I
out.
was
Yeah.
like,
I mean, by right, if you can't swim, go on a slide.
I said, interesting. So I went down and I started to sink, but then somebody came behind me and they fell on top of me.
I think she was.
So they
someone
saved your life.
No,
No,
that's what almost
they
made
made
her
it
drown.
worse.
So how you get out?
That's what I tried to figure out.
I think
Somebody else who was there with us like ended up helping me, but like the person who fell on top of me just made it worse.
That is hilarious.
Literally, she was already gonna struggle, and then bloop.
Because I saw one video the other day. It was like one pool party in Atlanta. But like the pool was like 12 feet deep. Who does have that in their yard? I don't know. But
That's
the girl
so
jumped
stupid.
in, right? And I don't think she knew it was that deep. And all you saw, like it was so deep, like her head didn't even get up. Like you just saw the hand like breaking the surface. Like a dude had to jump in, go under her, and pick her up so she didn't drown.
Thank God, hallelujah.
Because I'm like, what the heck?
A 12-feet pool is
I
It's
was
diabolical.
like,
insane,
why
'cause why
do
do
you
you
have
ha-
that?
why do you own that? Why do you own that and there's no
There's
warning?
no need.
Like
You
she's
trying to have like a animal?
because
Like,
she
there's no
she
need.
sunk like a rock, but like she.
Oh, she didn't know to swim.
No, because she thinking most pools is like 4 to 5 feet.
Yeah,
so
like
it's
you
Yeah.
could touch the ground.
Yeah, like
I
it's
feel like
chilling.
At least let's go to like 9.
That's like
Some
maybe
They
a personal
do,
pool.
but that you don't normally do that.
I think
Even
Josh
like
is-
most pools is like 6 sometimes.
I think Josh might be 8 because like in Josh's pool it goes up to like a little over your head.
But there's also like a shallow end and a deep
Yeah,
end.
Yeah,
It's
so like
supposed-
the
it's supposed to
middle.
have a drop
So the
off.
entire pool was deep or
No, I think
just-
the end she was on might have been deep because she got off like let's say this
My
is a
thing,
ledge. She
was
got off
drowning.
and
She had to been right off because like you couldn't read and see this is a 12-foot
Right?
pool.
I don't know,
The
but
signs be everywhere, but
Maybe they didn't
She-
have
she
one because
saw,
it's
but I'm
somebody's
quick.
house.
because
True.
the panic that would set into me because like like normally you could be like okay I could jump for a little bit before I drown, but she couldn't get all she was breaking the water surface.
Well, I guess, do y'all have any relationship lies? Like,
So we
that
can
you've
talk
heard
about
about relationships?
I mean, there's always a thing where it's like, oh, all women lie, but
Never. I mean, I've
All
heard
men
it, but I've
cheat.
never. Oh, that's something.
Man, yeah.
yeah, but I wouldn't consider those truths. That's not something I believe to be true, I guess.
I mean, for a long time, like growing up, you probably would think it's like true because you didn't really experience it yourself.
I never.
Well, no, because I always
No, I
had
didn't
good
mean for
women
you.
in my
I
life.
meant
No, like my aunt and my mother and my sister, like those
Yeah.
were good women. I didn't see them doing nothing wrong.
Wow.
So I wouldn't
because I
believe
was
that.
like, "Frick, you talking about? You always
Right.
had good women in your life."
No.
I ain't swearing for no woman on this earth, man.
For guys,
I'm not
for
doing
guys,
that.
it was
talking
like
about his
hard
honest
for me.
stuff.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
just hear some horror stories and it's like,
Really.
no,
But
I
for
can't
me,
swear
it was
for
hard
nobody.
to like see good in men for like a long time.
Not
You know,
afraid.
I didn't really see good niggas. Like that just wasn't what it was. And when like my daddy was there, so you know, for me it was like okay, all men cheat. I can believe that.
I thought it was crazy.
I mean, one could have been for me like all men want sex, but I think that's very
That's
true.
true.
That's
So,
true, yeah.
Like I can't even use.
Unless you're like asexual or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you know,
Even
on the
when they like that day is be
no,
And
they
it
just
is.
want stuff for themselves. Asexual mean like you want yourself.
No, he trying to say like
You
he
still
still
probably
feel
like
like
want to touch yourself. Probably.
or something like that.
I guess.
But yeah, so that's not
And
really
then
a lie.
you have like the spectrum people, like they don't really think about that. They just be wanting a lot. Some of them
That's what I mean,
do,
see, so y'all
but some of
think-
them just be like wanting to play with toys, babe. Like
Mhm.
ain't really nothing to it.
You have any lie that you've heard?
and people used to just say weird stuff, man.
Mm.
But no lies, but that's
It's just weird stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have any examples for Cheyenne? Any other examples?
Love conquers all.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah, that's a lie.
I don't think. I mean, I
No,
guess
it's
it
fine.
applies. It applies to the issue. I guess.
Well-
'cause love is not can't save me from
No, they
Sickness or
mean in
something,
the
no.
sense of in the
Like,
sense of a
If you
relationship.
have love, it could save anything. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, I would be like, that's a lie, which I said initially. But then it's just like, that's not love. If it's like, where it's like, okay, let's say you have like a husband and like the husband constantly cheating on his wife, but she's like, you know what? If we love each other, we can make this work. Whereas like, if you keep cheating on her, that's only like she only love him, but he don't love her. So like, there's not love there.
yeah.
Or at least what love
I
should
mean, he
be.
can love her instead of cheat.
That's the thing.
Men do that all the time.
I don't think it would be love though. At least that's how I see it. So you might be on.
Man,
I
a
mean,
lot of
love and
men
loyalty
beg to
is two
differ.
different things.
Yeah.
They don't put it in the same thing. Men is justified the whole, I love her, but I just keep cheating. Like, and us women, like, you clearly don't love her because you cheat.
You really don't.
Because then it'd be
Love
like,
and loyalty, they
because
ain't the
then
same thing.
they'd be like, oh, you love them, but you don't respect. I feel like if you love someone, you'd have to respect them. So like, if you don't respect them,
And
you
if
don't
you love them, you'd be loyal to them.
exactly. So like,
That's
you don't,
why
you don't love that
It's
person.
loyalty above love.
Oh, I see them as one and the same, but okay.
Valid points, valid points.
You was tell people I love you. You don't tell people I loyal to you.
I mean, it's kind of implied.
Yeah.
I mean, it isn't implied. It's just something that you.
That's what people
Take
hope
in,
is gonna
yeah.
happen. Yeah. That's the sad part about life.
Yeah.
So
Just
what
make sure
about
put that in your wedding vows?
Whoa.
I promise to be loyal to you.
There's
Not just love.
There's no
loyal.
consequence for breaking wedding vows, like none at all.
some countries do have
Oh,
consequences?
well, I take that back. There's no consequence here for like breaking wedding vows. It's
Because
just like
some countries, if you
I
cheat
mean,
on your
get
spouse,
a
you could
prenup,
you could die.
probably do that. Like you
Maybe
defy these wedding vows, then
no, 'cause, like back in the day, you broke a vow, like you was either like casted out of society or like they kill you. That was like a
True.
oath breaking.
Yeah.
Now it's just like you file paperwork, you settle in court, and it's just like that's it. You get married again.
I mean, for some people, yeah, but some people, their consequences, they lose like this person. They could lose their family if they have like kids, because normally they just take the kids too, and you probably gonna end up broke
Yeah, you still see them maybe once a month, every other weekend.
if that person doesn't
It's
have
a
sole
serious
custody.
consequence.
Serious consequences, death in those countries
Yeah,
that
that's
allow.
what I mean. Like you break an oath, it's just like next week Saturday I can wash my car. You can wash that car. Got channel.
No.
But
I mean, some people experience consequence if the person they cheat on willing to go to jail.
fair.
It's about that. True. What about lies about money? Because some I have is you'll understand taxes when you're older, which is
First of all, coming from the Bahamas, I didn't know about no tax
Really?
crap. Never cared about it. Like,
That is true.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
that was-
non-existent.
so that was a lie. I never really,
only knew
I never heard
with
that.
VAT and that's
And
VAT.
Really?
VAT just came around.
I didn't even
and
consider
and
VAT
VAT
to be a tax.
Yeah,
VAT
I
was-
don't
stuff
yeah.
that's
feel like
on
it's
there.
considered like a tax
that
for
was
real.
just something that you had to experience.
Yeah.
Because
You
up till
wasn't-
now, like in Dominica, you have Social Security. I don't know how that system's funded because like I don't think my grandfather ever paid tax on anything. And I was like, how are you getting a check every month? Like, how
Because
does that
of
work?
mainland
I
America.
mean, we have something like
No,
that.
Dominica
Yeah,
is independent
NIB,
nation.
but like
Yeah, NIB is the closest thing.
yeah, that's really it. And then of course, you know, you have like property tax, but like you know you were gonna have property tax as property, but not like I'm getting
Like income
tax on
tax.
this income and I have to pay this amount here and this
So
amount
y'all
here.
don't do that?
But
No.
even so,
No.
taxes still don't make sense because all these people that, you know, end up owning homes and stuff, they always ended up in things that they don't like understand. Even those escrow payments to this day, I can't make it make sense. They just take your money in the event that you can't pay them, but they don't even use it. It just sits there and you can't spend it. Like
It don't make sense.
who thought of this?
Yamas.
Rich white people.
I would be able to pay you if you didn't keep taking my money. You don't think so?
That is true. So yeah, you have any lies about money that you've heard?
Money? Just don't invest in a hairy bank, but that's not a lie.
I feel like
In a what bank?
Hmm?
In a what bank?
Hairy bank.
What's a hairy bank?
Trying to keep it PG-13 again.
I didn't.
Huh?
Harry Bank, Cheyenne. You never heard that back at all?
I've never
No.
heard this before.
A woman.
Why?
Don't invest in a woman.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
That's
I
You
know-
go to the hairy bank.
I know,
That's
like,
what they used to say too.
it would be like the old man and be like, oh, don't give women your money. That's normally what it was.
No, I've heard Harry Bank.
That is hilarious.
I feel like money wise, I don't know. This might not even be a lie. I just heard someone did it and I thought like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like they filled up a whole 5 gallon of 1 cent and it's like you would have a good amount of money. And I just thought like you'd be like a millionaire. But
A millionaire is OD.
I just
But you
feel
could
as
take it to
though-
the bank. They
Yeah.
would give it to
I
you.
just felt like it was gonna be a lot of
No,
money, but
no,
like
no.
yeah, I just always wanted to try it. So that
I
wasn't
do.
a lie. I just thought it was cool.
Okay.
What?
It might have a couple thousand in there because pennies are small.
That's what you think, but it'd be like a couple $100.
Yeah, it's like
'Cause we had a
100 is $1, so
champagne-
it's like, yeah.
You know, like things like they just put like the champagne in with the ice. We had one of those full with like coins for like years. It ended up being like I think like $300-400.
Another one I wrote down is don't talk about money. It's rude. Because I feel like a lot of people would used to say that back in the day. Like, don't talk about money. Like, that's rude. You're supposed to ask people what they make, blah, blah, blah. Well, how else you
Oh,
gonna know
it's
who you
not.
marrying and what the finance is gonna look
That's
like?
different. Because I always feel like you don't ask like a man like how much money they make, and now I just don't extend it to everybody. Like I don't ask people how much money they make.
You don't ask strangers.
Yeah, you wouldn't ask like anyone. Like even if like
What do you mean you wouldn't ask anyone? That's the point of me trying to
No.
make you. They're saying don't ask anyone, but I'm saying that's not true. Because if I didn't ask you how much you make, how would we be here?
yeah, that's
How
one
are
thing.
we gonna fund this life?
Well, we're joining our finances, but it's like I wouldn't ask like mutual because hey, how much y'all make like yearly? I feel like that's kind of rude.
It is for like that situation, but there are people that still believe like you shouldn't ask like your partner how much they
Oh,
make.
What you mean, like,
yeah,
they didn't want
no,
to
that's
Talking
kinda
on
crazy.
that, I've always heard back at home, you never tell a man how much money you make.
You don't.
I take back what I said.
Hold on. Because what? Why
Because
is
y'all
she
say
saying that?
some out of
No,
pocket stuff.
have you heard that before back at home?
Mhm.
I've heard that they like women would tell other women like never tell a man.
Yeah, but you know why they tell you that?
No, I
So
never.
you could swing men.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean that too, but
'Cause
a
you-
lot of the times
yeah.
is some guys really just don't be thinking straight and they think because the woman just make this amount.
Yeah,
they can do
like, they
whatever.
count
no,
on that.
This money ain't for you.
That's a bum, but
Then-
I
Yeah,
think
that's what
they
I-
more
Because
It
a
really
lot of
like
women
in
too
purposes.
is do it where like they could have
That's
the money and
exactly
they
what
just
it
be
is.
like,
It's like,
oh, I ain't got it.
Rent.
I ain't got it.
Yeah.
Because
But,
I
like-
mean, I
Oh,
have
then
it,
you
but
rent
just
me
not for
twice.
that situation.
So
So that
I
was
got it.
that was something I never really understood. I feel like my mom did tell me that before too. No, but she used to tell me, she used to be getting off and telling me like how like a boyfriend at the time, like he don't know how much I make, you know. I tell him something like he don't need to know that, and like someone, it's a good amount of women I've talked to that have said that like he
I think
thinks
most
I make.
older women still feel that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it makes sense because
They just be like he don't know how much
For
I
them.
make.
Oh, was it?
Oh, my thing was you know how they try to make you think that you can be rich by saving your money. You can't get rich by saving your money. It's pretty stupid.
Not anymore.
yeah,
Probably back in the day.
Yeah,
yeah.
because like you could have like a bank account with like a 5% interest rate.
Yeah,
Like-
but that's not saving your money. You still your money is still making money for you if you have a 5% interest rate because it's increasing.
Yeah,
it's by
but-
little.
That's like back in the day. Like now, it's like the common bank account have like a 0.9 maybe 0.5% interest rate.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
trash.
So it's like some of the stuff they used to tell you about money kind of sort of used to be true, but it wouldn't
Mhm.
apply to us now. Because like one of the stuff you have on is like if you work hard, you'll be rich. No, if you're smart, you'll be rich because you get to take
Yeah.
advantage of people who work hard.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, that's the reality.
I
of it.
know, but you ain't had to say it like that.
That's the truth.
That's the truth. That's the truth. Okay, so
Sad.
that's a valid lie, I guess. So yeah, it's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of lies surrounding money. We probably can't even think of it at this moment.
Money don't grow on trees. You could pull money out your ass today, by.
But money does grow on trees
with the,
because they use trees to make money.
No, not even that. It's like you have like those crypto coins now where it's like meme coins.
That is just
because I'm
ridiculous.
famous,
to
I
me.
can have you invest millions into a coin.
You know, those men, they just fill them up, then they sell it all. And,
That's pretty much all
you
they just
know,
do.
Yeah.
They just whether
people
people
just
buy
like
in.
the shit out of the stick, so it's like,
They just
we're taking a chance.
manufacturing things out of thin air, and people are like, oh my gosh, I just have to invest in
Like
this.
NFTs.
I
I
have
was like,
to
this
do
is
it.
so dumb.
They have like WWE ones, I think.
Oh, I think the market for it
They
crashed
got
already.
so much of them. I think it's down now
Yeah.
because it's like
It's so silly.
they got so much stupid stuff with it now.
You got any lies for us, Cheyenne?
Me personally, money wise, I feel like for a lot of people, they used to tell them, keep your money at the bank and stuff, but you shouldn't keep all your money in one account at the bank, especially when you have a lot of money, because it's only insured up to I think like 250,000 per account.
$250,000.
Over yeah.
So,
Did y'all ever talk about money with y'all like parents?
No.
Why is that? Because I remember
That
like
wasn't
That's what they don't
allowed.
like to talk about.
because I remember like we like I'd be like at home or it's like mail would be on like the counter and it's like I'd be eating cereal and be like, oh, why are you looking at this stuff? And I'd be like, no, I'm not looking at it. Like it's just there. And I'm like, oh, don't worry about this. And I'd be like, what if you die? Like what then? I just like don't know what to do with
Then
this.
you wouldn't be in the house. You would go to a group home.
I know, but it was like a crazy example. But it was just like for like 18 years, like y'all don't teach me nothing
Keep them
about
in the
money.
dark.
Keep me in the dark, and then I go off to college and boom,
Granted,
manage money by yourself.
we
It's like,
didn't
what the
really
heck?
talk about money, but in a sense, you learn how to manage money because you have your lunch money, and then I had a job at one point, but that was about it. I
Lunch money's
didn't
crazy. I
really
got money
know.
occasionally.
That's sad. I didn't know what
Wait, did
my
you have food provided at your school for you? Because we had to have lunch money.
Yeah.
We had school lunch, but it was never good.
Oh.
Especially in high school, I just go home after school and eat.
Yeah, we
Privilege.
didn't have school lunch.
We had to.
We had to buy lunch.
Unless
we
we
have
were at the
vendors.
lunch program.
Y'all lunch
Yeah.
is better still. Like
Yeah,
Yeah, we
it's
paid
better
for it, though.
because
We
it's
paid
paid
money.
We had to pay
for.
it.
I
They
hate
don't pay for your food.
I hate to shit on the school system, but unless it was pizza or like chicken tenders, it was dog food.
Okay.
That's how it
I've definitely
was.
heard.
I was
you know,
eating steamed
of the
pork chop and curry
cafeteria.
chicken.
Yeah,
But yeah, but like we
I
had
don't
to
care.
pay.
We was paying for that. And my lunch money increased over the years because my lunch money used to be like $5 for primary school. And eventually I got to the point where I used to take $10 to school because it was only me going to school and not me and my sister. So I could get like breakfast and lunch.
No, but no.
Come on.
That was a time.
Real.
But I guess.
But that was me, yeah. That was all.
Another lie that you had, especially with people our age now, it's like, oh, I never learned money management in school. Had I did, I would not be in this situation. I think
Foolishness.
the same way people skipped algebra, home ec, and other classes, even if they were offered, they would still skip them. And
That's true.
That's just how I feel.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we want to know if that's a.
But I mean,
true or
I feel
lie
like you
or
was.
something.
I feel like
I'd
people
put the house on it.
not in the sense of being explicitly taught like, oh, you save this amount, blah blah blah. But learning maths is a form of money management. Like all them little word problems that you have. If so and so have this amount and then
Applications, yup.
this amount get taken, how much would you have left? If
go
you
to the
have
store with
$1,000
$5.
and you have to pay rent, what else you can think you could do with the rest of that money?
No, if I get $1,000 on my paycheck and all my expenses are $2,000, I'm able to calculate that I'm broke as fuck. I don't know how to change it though. It's the change in the part that
Get a new
that-
job in this economy. That's all you could
Well,
do.
no,
Fair
because
point.
the more money you make, the more money you spend. And Dave Ramsey says this a lot.
Yes.
Like you
You just
still
have to
have
be
the
disciplined to.
you
stay
have the
same.
mentality of someone who's broke, not that was kind of worded poorly, but you have those poor spending habits. Is
Yeah.
a better way to put it.
Yeah, that is true. But
Yeah.
I feel like that is what you mentioned. I could see how that is like a lie, as well as like we probably would have been
A little bit better. Just a
yeah,
little bit.
you know, I can see that, but yeah.
But what are some life lessons y'all had to unlearn because it's like some of these lies? So, for example, when people said, you know, you have to hustle 24/7 or you won't ever be successful, but burnout is real. Like, y'all have to take a break sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of like that was something you had to unlearn because you realize over time this ain't the right way to go about it.
I don't know. I don't know if this even counts under that question. I know growing up, like people used to emphasize like getting a government job and like you being like set up, like good in life. You get like just get a government job. So
I feel like
I
it's
just had
kind
to.
of true.
I mean, no, like I can see how it is, but like I just had to
Yeah, the
unlearn.
retirement
Like,
is really good,
that's not like the end all be all.
It's not.
I really thought
Yeah.
like, okay, if you don't like, you really owed your risk in it, but like you can get fired from government jobs too. Like it might be harder, but like it's possible.
It's fairly the same.
No, back home in the Bahamas,
getting
it's
fired
harder.
from a government job, you have to practically
Do
just,
a lot. They would transfer you out first before they fire you.
You have to
in the
do
Bahamas.
so much to get
Really?
fired.
Yeah. So if you work at like the Ministry of Education, you do something wrong, like they're probably gonna transfer you to like the Ministry of Tourism. Like they're gonna transfer you out before like they actually fire you.
Oh, gee, I need to work in the Bahamas. But so much chances.
That's what I learned for sure. Because it's definitely back at home. It's hard to get fired in government. That's why a lot of people like to get in government, and that's why they get so slack when they work because they know they ain't getting
People
fired.
do that here too. So,
But yeah,
it is what it is.
you have any that you had to unlearn? Nothing you could think of. It's so hard to think of because I feel like I learned it now. Like
Real.
I feel
I
like
got you right
something
now.
too is like struggling. Like if you don't struggle, it ain't gonna be worth it or something like that. But it's just like I shouldn't have to struggle to live. Like that's crazy.
that is true.
Just let me exist.
That is true. You know who's emphasized those type of stuff? The rich people, like the rich
Real.
people. They just be like, "Oh, you
That
have
ain't
to,
even work
you
a
didn't
day in
even
their
have
life.
to do all of this."
No, those are different because they don't understand. Like
It was different for them.
yeah, they can't fathom you having to come home and cook. Whereas it's like they go home and like their chef may not be on shift, but they don't know how to cook. They may not know how to operate their stove. So it's like you being like, yeah, I catch the bus to work. They'd be like, what's the bus? So like they mentally cannot wrap
They
their
don't
mind
understand
around it.
the struggle.
It's so sad.
I can understand that, but yeah, any lies or that you've had to unlearn.
I wouldn't say not a lie, but kind of how my dad, I guess, kind of still goes about thinking it. Because when I was in school, it'd be like, oh, my friend this. He'd be like, oh, you don't have no friend. I ain't sending you to school to make friends. It sounds ridiculous, but he's like, I ain't sending you to school to make friends. I'm sending you to school to learn. And he kind of has that in his personal life where he's like, he don't have no friends. And it's like, you get into like adult life and it's not like what you know, it's who you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, that's kind of a dumb way to live life. But, you know,
The
different folks.
school,
do different
the
shit.
school thing sound. I don't know why that sounds familiar. My mommy never told me that, but I felt like I've heard that. Like you don't have no friends.
It's
Yeah.
not. I haven't heard that specifically, but I've heard it with other things. Like I ain't send you there for this.
Yeah.
Or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like bad company where it's just like
Yeah.
certain stuff would be like, oh, bad company. He's like, bro, we're children. We're gonna fuck up. Like looking back now, some of the stuff I got in trouble for, like that was like blown out of proportion. I was like, this was some stupid shit. I remember one time I got like lectured by because like it was report card day and teacher was like, yeah, sometimes he blows out the answer without raising up his hand. This was a whole thing, but and I was like, what? Like looking back now, I was like, there's something wrong with you people.
No, there's no reason. A whole lecture is great, but
That's
yeah,
insane.
it's okay.
So I have just like some quick questions. If y'all believe it's real or is it fake?
Okay.
If you shave your hair, it grows back thicker.
Real.
Fake.
Real.
I actually have the proof for it though.
I have the proof too.
Me
Why you think it's
too.
fake?
Why niggas big?
Yeah.
How much down there and shit this face, and puff up, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it works on all parts of the body,
Like, yeah, but okay, cool.
but I know it worked on my hair for real. But
What, you shave your head?
I mean, not
No, it's
completely,
bald,
but
big
I have
chop, yeah.
cut it off
And it grew back
way thicker than
way
before.
quicker.
The proof that I have is like if you look at like a plant, because your hair grows in a similar way, when like a plant first sprout, like the very top of it is very small, fragile, delicate. But like as it grows, like the more it grows, the bottom pieces below that it gets like thicker, stronger, more fibrous. The
Mhm.
same with your hair. So like when you first started getting a beard, like in high school or something, like the bottom part was like you could see through it basically how wispy it was. So if you shave it, the bit that grow is that little bottom piece after the top, so it comes back like thicker, more like black, more like tougher, more rough. So that's what I mean.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Niggas
So,
them say
yeah.
that's a myth, bro.
I don't know. I've cut off my hair twice, and I feel like it's grown back thicker each time.
Crazy.
But it depends. If you cross your eyes, they'll get stuck.
People used to say
Sure,
that.
no, no.
I was saying that.
I didn't
shit,
even
but-
remember that. That's a lie I was told
That's
when
a
I
lie,
was a
it's for
child,
real.
for real.
No,
Definitely.
not crossing it. If you roll them, it goes.
That
It was
too.
anything this
They
If
used
you
to
cross
love
your eye,
saying
it gets
stupid
stuck.
shit
If
like
you
that.
roll your eye, it gets stuck in the back of your head.
Like what?
Then it was the other one. I don't know if y'all ever did it like growing up, but when they used to
Flip the
push
thing
their
back.
eyelid out, they'd be
Mhm.
like, if you put that like that and something shit on your eye, it can stuck like that. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
they just used to be saying anything for anything.
What?
They just used to be saying stuff to say stuff. At
The
this
one
point.
that was the most ridiculous one, like, you ever been like tired, so like you just have a hand like this? They'd be like, oh, take your hand off your head. It would be like older people. Your mother's not dead.
What
Yeah.
it is?
Stupid
Stop.
shit.
What?
It would be like, cause like, especially in sports, like when you're tired, you don't have no pockets in most of the uniforms. So, like you just have your hand like this. You're like, take your hand off your head. Your mother ain't dead. And it'd be like, what kind of stupid
No,
shit
not
is
even
this?
make
But
Like,
my thing is, when you was in sports, step on a
Oh.
crack, break your mother's back thing. When you was in sports, they used to tell you put your hand on your head because it
No,
helps you
babe.
breathe
not
better.
if you had one older coach, babe. Take your hand
That's
off your head, babe. Your mother
crazy.
ain't dead.
That's crazy.
It was one where it was like, I don't know if y'all ever heard it, but they was like, if you hit somebody with a dishcloth, it make them walk lean.
Wait, don't come by no old people, but your back hurting. You won't get no back. Back hurting.
What?
Boy.
What does it mean? That one I ain't had before.
Then it was another one. It was
They
like,
just
oh,
degrading the fight like you don't do nothing.
don't step over me or don't step over my legs because they ain't gonna never grow. Like I can stop
Oh,
growing.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, that
Why
thing.
y'all used to be
If you
around?
jump over people, they can
I
start
heard-
growing.
yeah.
I heard one
You
like
gotta jump back over them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You have to
The
go
jump back is
over.
crazy.
no,
But
you
I
have to jump
heard,
back over.
I heard one hair where it's like if you sweep like a person foot while you sweeping, they have to spit on the broom. And I was so confused. I was like, what?
That's
There was like, yeah, if you sweep the person's foot,
stupid.
you got spit on
so
the
much
broom. And I was like, what happens if you
I
don't?
got,
And then it was like, you get sick.
Okay, so the next one is if you go inside with wet hair, you will catch a cold. I
I
think
mean,
that's
No,
true.
that's
That is
fair, yeah.
fact.
I think that's true.
But my thing is,
pure
why I
facts.
don't get sick when I shower?
Cause you was dry.
Right,
up.
'cause you're drying
your
I
hair.
think it's the air
It's-
difference
It's
outside
the air
too.
plus it's rainwater. Rainwater different than water in the
I don't
house,
understand
feel
it.
like.
I just know you get your cold.
But I'll be
Or like-
sneezing from that afternoon for real.
That is
but-
true because
Okay,
it is
But I
drying your
heard,
head.
but one thing they used to say is like if you get wet in the rain or anything like that, you put alcohol in the top of your head so you don't get sick.
I know about that. One
Oh,
time
I
I
never heard
I was running home from the store. My aunt told me to go bathe, but I was already wet. She was like, "Go bathe." babe."
And that's why we can get sick.
Yeah, I wouldn't go
It
bathe.
would make sense. It probably is the rainwater.
I put
but
more
Yeah.
water on my head. I bathed, but I was
Because
good.
you bathe off all the rainwater.
You felt the same, huh?
I was
I
equally
just
wet.
got sick after I cried though. Like,
Huh?
That,
Like,
if you
like
have like a
you
hard
cry.
cry,
Cry?
yeah.
get yourself
No,
sick.
that used to give me a headache
I used to
Yeah,
get
never
sick.
used
I
to
used to
get
get
I
sick.
used to
like-
get sleepy, maybe.
That
I
too.
used to get sick.
And hungry.
So the next one
Well, I
is
never get beaten out
sitting
of
too
that.
close to the TV will make you blind. I don't know. I feel like I should be trying to tell you some stuff like
I
that.
think
would
that-
kick me in.
I
That was
don't think
proven
that's
to be a
true,
myth.
I feel like
It has to be
after
true.
all the time that we spend with our phones and in front of computer screens having to work, they have
Yeah,
to realize it
eyes
ain't
24/7.
it ain't a serious bit. It can hurt your eye for sure. We ain't gonna make you
Yeah, 'cause
blind.
most of these things they just do the blue light filter on it so it don't
Yeah, it doesn't
damage
hurt
your
it.
eye.
Yeah.
Gee.
But back in the day, for sure, probably, yeah.
I
One
definitely
of my
didn't make
coworkers bought blue light glasses.
Why?
Because I walked to this queue.
They was
And I was like-
advertising them.
I was like,
online,
oh, I
yo.
didn't know you wear glasses. He goes, nah, blue light filter. And I was like, Mendel, there's a blue light filter on the computer. He goes, oh. I was like, bro, what?
But you could change the strength of it. It is don't be on the strongest because if it's on the strongest, it can look a little off.
It just look almost brownish.
Cause
Yeah.
even True Tone, like True Tone is make your
Oh, I
screen
don't
orange
even
and
use that no
stuff.
more because I used to hate that. I used to be like, why is that?
I just turned on my brightness. I don't mean.
Yeah, I
No,
have it to it all the time. If you
no.
do the brightness,
His
make
brightness
someone
don't turn down.
What do you mean?
It don't ever turn down.
No, on my
in the night when she
No, on
her
my
phone.
work computer is what I mean.
Forget work
My
computer.
phone,
I
I
talk about
don't
your
mind.
phone.
My phone ain't big enough for me to be.
His phone
My phone is
would
at
be
this
on
distance.
the nightstand and getting notifications
Try
in the
to
night.
the room.
Why?
That's why now,
That's
like,
Demetria because I'd be like,
That's
Why?
she
And
put
then
my thing
he'd
on
be
Do Not
on-
Disturb
And
because of
then
that.
I'd be on my phone and I'd be showing him something. He'd be like, "Turn up your bright." He's like, "Yeah."
No,
Are you
babe.
blind?
No,
I
babe.
don't tell her turn
You
hers
the
down.
swear
Are you
the screen
blind?
is be off, babe.
I don't know. I used to
Like,
like
she'd
instead
be
of
like,
being
"Oh,
black-
look at this. Read this here." If it's in a video, might as well start it over because I have to. I just have to.
The last one we have is cracking your knuckles causes arthritis. I feel like that's true.
No,
It's
it's
not.
not. I saw a study.
Oh, thank goodness, because I just cracked my knuckles.
Yeah.
We
I
feel
crack
so
my
bad. I
I
feel like
crack
we
my
gotta
bones
stop.
every day.
I said we gotta stop, babes. We get arthritis like
Listen up,
because
we
he would
gotta
crack
stop
my
this.
knuckles.
Oh.
I already crack it.
So
Okay,
I
that
know I
way.
used to carry
Because like
on.
at
I
night,
crack
I'm
my
so
knuckles
bad
since
when I
you've been
crack
sitting
it.
here.
at night he would crack my knuckles. I'm like, stop! I'm gonna get arthritis.
I saw a study of it when I was in, I think, 7th grade. There was a scientist. He only cracked the knuckles in his right or left hand for like 60 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, towards the end of it, he was like, I didn't have more arthritis in one hand than the other. Like they were
It's just
equally
like
bad.
releasing air for
Yeah, it's
real.
air pockets in the.
Yeah, that's what they
cartilage.
said. Yeah. They
And
say
the more you
shouldn't
do
that,
it, you're gonna have to continue doing it because it just, for one, it feels good, and then two, like you could kind of feel certain things just stiffen up sometimes.
Yeah,
Because I just cracked my knuckles, I just cracked my neck, I just cracked my back, my ankle, my toes,
though.
my knees.
Carry back, eh?
I do everything.
This one had this. The first time I met her, she in class, like she's one skeleton, but I was like, "What are you doing?"
I don't turn it
I
to the
always
side. I
wanted
do
to do
this.
that. You know, I really can't do that.
I can't
I
run
can't.
It's worse when,
No,
like,
you had
if I
stretch
was
and it get
doing
like
my
a pump, but
hair
I don't
and I
go
like
my way
doing this
to-
all day and I doing my hair, doing this, you can hear.
I've
I
always tried. I never used to hear nothing.
No, because
let
she
me
used
see.
to love to sit in the chair and duck it and then do that. Yes, do that.
She just did it in the makeup.
She would hold it and then twist it, and I was like, "Why are you doing this?" It don't happen
No,
to me.
you have
like,
to
I
turn
can't
a
do it.
certain
I would
way.
try to do it. Next time I fuck up my spine, but
Yeah, I didn't give him the.
She
the
did
way
it. It was
that's
like
hurting.
five crocs.
But I used to do gymnastics.
Because the
too, so
first
that's
time
part
my
of it.
fingers got cracked, a girl did
They
it,
used
and
to
they
hurt.
hurt
Yeah.
so much.
Not
Yeah.
scare me, just not scare me.
Now it's just
oh my
relief
god!
for
But
me.
I
like,
remember that I used to
I
crack a
can't go.
finger. That used to
Yeah.
I
hurt.
can't go a
but
day
yeah.
without doing it. Sometimes I just do it like more than once in a day.
She probably ruined my life, bro. Because why she cracked like she cracked my fingers because she couldn't crack hers anymore, babe. And I said,
I used to do that to people.
It hurt. I remember.
My goodness.
It's like an addiction.
It is.
And then when I did it to her, she's carrying on just like that. So she probably never used to crack hands before.
Mm.
No.
Yeah.
But
Probably ruined
the way
that.
I used to crack my
Now
hands
she have to do it now.
was this. I grew up cracking my hands.
Oh,
like
I did
this.
that
That's,
too.
I don't think
She
that's
never
the
used to
correct way
do
do
all
that.
the
I
joints.
never
That's
used to
what
do
it
the
was.
boom, boom,
Because I used
boom
to catch
thing.
each of these.
So that
Yeah.
has hurt me. I just
Oh.
used to do this and call it a day.
Yeah, because you could do that and it'll do, but like normally I do this. I do
Yeah,
like
I
I
never
do
used to do
this,
that.
this.
I sketch
Sometimes
these
I
little
just go
joints.
back
Because
and
I remember
like
like
go
people
back
used to
in.
like do this, but like for me when I do this normally like a tick, like I'd be walking and just like. And
No,
I'd
I grew up
go
just going like this.
But then I do like this. I didn't discover like you could crack these until like way afterwards. I was like, oh crap! Like this is like a
you
whole second
faulty
treat.
I literally grew up just going like this, but
That might do damage.
then when I
don't know.
met Corey, that's why it hurts me even to this day. When he still do mine, it's like I feel it.
No, Quadra just be putting too much pressure on you. Babe.
No, because when I do it to myself, it just hurt too.
Oh, that's
Oh,
something.
well,
I
you
just
don't,
see
you don't
you
do
She
it.
that.
never used to do
I
it.
never
Yeah,
used
you
to
don't
do
do
that.
it frequently enough. Because this
Yeah.
is something we started doing as children.
Do
Only
you
him is do it.
do you crack your knuckles every day now? That's the problem.
I mean,
So
I
it
don't feel
hurts
like you
every
have
time.
to.
Every
I mean,
time
you don't
come-
have to.
And
But
I supposed to stop, because after I read it to airport, because I was like, I'm supposed to be doing that.
No, nothing happens. You're fine.
yeah. I can't not do it.
And
now.
sometimes they just get jammed. Like when I try to crack
Yes.
it, and I can't
Oh my
crack
gosh,
it.
that
they
is
jam.
be
That's fine.
so painful.
That's-
No, it has to come out, babe. That's how I just feel about
If
my
you wait like an
knees
additional
too.
like 2 minutes, it just pops normally.
Right. I don't wait. But anyways, y'all, this brings us to the end of today's episode. If you like like this video, anything resonate with you, leave a comment below. Let us know what you think and how you feeling, what's going on with you. Look forward to our next episode dropping next week. And if we don't have anything else to say, bye.
Bless up, guys.